Hi, I'm Rod McMahon from Harcourts Real Estate in Hobart, and I'm standing here today in front of this very iconic property for Hobart, Lyndhurst. It's perhaps one of the most iconic properties in southern Tasmania even. When most people talk about Lyndhurst, the first thing that comes to mind is they say, is that large property up in North Hobart on the corner that takes up most of the block? And that's certainly true. In fact, this property is well over 1,000 square metres in size. Now, in the old terms, that equates to roughly 117 squares. And if you really want to put that into perspective, if you look at 10 average suburban houses, this property is the same size as them. And the yard itself is much the same. It's nearly 5,500 square metres, which is roughly the size of 10 average suburban blocks. Now, the gardens are perfectly manicured. The lawns are constantly kept clean by a robotic lawn mower that has razor sharp blades and just tirelessly goes around cleaning up the front of the yard all day long. We are perhaps 2-3 minutes, if you're a slow walker, from the gastronomical delights of the North Hobart restaurant strip. Another 5 or 10 minutes, you're down into the Hobart CBD. But perhaps the most important thing with this house is that it has been restored to its original condition in an impeccable way. So much so that it's quite breathtaking. But I could stand here all day long and talk about this property, but rather than that, how about we go inside and I'll give you a bit of a tour around. So how about this for a room? Your own private bar, big enough to entertain on a grand scale. You're never going to have to go down to the local hotel again. You can just come out here and enjoy yourself. In fact, I think I might have a drink right now. Care to join me? So apart from the 2 large bedrooms on the main ground floor here where we are, this magnificent staircase leads up to a further 6 to 7 bedrooms plus a further 3 bathrooms. At the other end you'll find there's a smaller staircase, but your maid or your butler can use that, but I'm going to use the real staircase. In the pool room, and what a magnificent room this is, but I've got a choice I've got to make and I'm not sure what to do. Is whether to have a swim or a spa. I don't know, I think I'll have both. So what about that, eh? What a truly magnificent property this is. There's so much I can say about this property, but there's so little time to be able to say it in. What I'd really like is for you to get on the phone and give me a call so I can get you through here so that you can have the real experience of seeing this property firsthand. Properties like this in Tasmania of a calibre such as this property are so rare, so give me a call. I'd love to get you through here. Rod McMahon's my name, Harcourts, Hobart.